everybody, it's Jules here with Beanie. And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night War, set on the one and only Brobna. And if you're wondering why Beanie's looking a little bit sad today, it's because he's been a naughty boy. I've told him off. Because what is rule number 3 of the Brobnarian Code?
Don't mess with demons.
Don't mess with demons. Yes, Beanie was found summoning some stuff through some heretical portals, and admittedly, we did get a lovely new codex for the Chaos Demons sent through by GW, but still, there's chaos all over the place now, mate. I can't even move for it. I've got sticky stuff on my shoes, and I do not even know what it is.
Sorry.
It's okay, because we've got a battle report for you today that is pitting the White Scars against the brand new Chaos Demons. Ooh. So here we are in another ruined sector of Brobna, and here in this ruined cityscape plus goo factory, things are afoot. The Chaos Demons have exploded, maybe from the goo factory itself. It's been undisclosed at this point, but it would explain their brand new stat lines that they've got, the demonic saves, the malefic weapons, all of the crazy new warp powers that they can use. It would explain why they got a bit of a buff. Now, in Brobnarian code, in the Brobnarian law, it's very different to the code. Yes. We're saying here that the Big Thirst, who is my keeper of secrets, has been stewing, some would say gestating, on the horrific defeat that they suffered at the hands of the Tau a couple of months ago. And that hate has transformed into brand new rules, brand new stat lines, and brand new powers, and which is going to make things a lot harder for the White Scars as they try and defend their honor and this precious goo from escaping this area. Goo. Crystal goo, indeed. Now, there are 4 objective markers in play at the moment, and at the end of each battle round, you will get 5 victory points for holding on to 1, another 5 for holding on to more for 2, and another 5 for holding on to more than your opponent. So that's nice and easy, keeping it nice and simple. But there is, of course, a twist today, and we are playing indiscriminate goojectiles, which is that we roll 3d6 at the start of each battle round, and for each 6 you can nominate 1 enemy model or unit from your opponent's team and inflict D3 mortal wounds on it. It's basically the indiscriminate projectiles rule, but we've decided to give it a bit of our Live and Let's Dice twist. Now, you know what we're doing. Let's meet the armies for today's battle report. But before we do, check out my wavy hand, because it's reminded me that if you would like to become a member or join our Live and Let's Dice family, then you can do so by clicking the subscribe button down below, or you can become a member and get access to private members' Discord chats, lots of extra little bits of discount on merch, and also, just because of the fact you're a massive legend and want to support the channel, a big thank you from us to you. So yes, also, if you want to chat to us on the social medias, you can follow Beanie K, Beanie over
K and Beanie 40K on Instagram.
Beanie 40K on Instagram, and you can follow me at RetroJ, but the O is a 0. But with that in mind, let's meet the teams. So here we are with 1,000 points of mostly painted Chaos Demon SLAANESH style, baby! I've chosen to wrangle together my old Age of Sigmar force so that I could take them into the 40k verse and hopefully slash, stab, and do other unspeakable things to the White Scars. Now, to lead this charge, we have Vivacious Lacroix, aka the Big Thirst. Very, very deadly. Bit humiliated from time to time after going toe-to-toe with Robin and watching him escape again and again and again, but still is back for some more. It is an exalted Keeper of Secrets today. And aside from getting a big buff along the Keeper of Secrets stat line, that means that this has a +2 to the advance and charges. That is insane, my friend. And it is equipped with a living whip, which means that I'll be doing Assault 6, Strength 6, -2 damage at 12-inch range, which means that I have very limited range, but pretty deadly one indeed with that. Nasty stuff indeed. Knows 2 psychic powers, Cacophonic Choir, is that how you pronounce it? Cacophonic Choir, which means that we roll 3d6. If it's over your leadership, you take mortal wounds equal to the difference, up to a maximum of 6.
Ooh.
And because they are demonic, you get a -1 to your leadership just by being near them, which is always very nice indeed. I know, that's me. And then the other one that I've got is Delightful Agonies. You pick a core unit, can't cast it on themselves now, so it has had a slight nerf, and it gives a 5-up feel no pain to them, but at least it's not a 6-up feel no pain. Yeah, which was last time. So that's all good. We have an Infernal Enraptress over here, which is a demonic icon, a locus as it were, which means that if I am bringing anything in from the warp, or deep strike as it's also known, I can place them within 6 inches of enemies rather than 9, making charges pretty much auto. But this is the only Warp Locust character that I've got in my army. She's got a lovely lyre, which she can use to blast people at range. She can do a pretty damaging one for D3 plus 3 damage, or a sort of more unfocused and weaker one that only does 1 damage. Pretty useful nonetheless. I have 3 units of 10 demonettes that all have instruments of chaos and also icons of chaos, which means that they do not get any combat modifiers when they come to the morale phase. And also it means that with the instrument, I believe it adds 1 to their leadership, which is quite useful because they do like to run from time to time. But they have 4 attacks each now. They are strength 4. They have -2 on their ravaging claws, and they do 1 damage apiece. But still, that is a lot of attacks that can potentially come your way. And they have movement 10. This has movement 16, by the way. Or 14, I can't remember. I'll put it up on the screen.
I think it was 16.
Either way, it's pretty insane. Like, this is a very quick army, as it should be, but not as quick as the fiends over here. Now, these guys are now toughness 5, which is great. They've got, I think, 1 more wound, which is also very nice indeed. And their snapping claws are pretty devastating indeed. They also have this weird sort of Sephoric Must, which means that if you roll, they minus stuff to psychic powers, and there's a strat you can do, which allows them to do extra stuff as well, where you perils on the double, I believe. I might have gotten that wrong, but still, they're pretty bad for psychers. And over here, we've got an exalted chariot, seeker chariot, which is meant to be. Funnily, this is in the heavy support slot of the SLAANESH army.
I see
yeah,
that.
you can definitely see it's very
Yes.
heavy. It's got like no damaging weapons whatsoever, and was clearly only put there just so the fact that you could take more chariots in there rather than waste all your fast attack options. But still, we love it. It is here today indeed. Now, there's only 1 more rule that I've got to go over, or technically 2. Which is the warp points and also the malefic weapons. Now, some of these guys will have malefic weapons and a number next to it. You roll those dice, and that is only the amount of attacks that you can make with those weapons. They cannot be modified positively or negatively at all. So if it says that it's strength 6, -2 damage, that is it. You cannot use any strats, you cannot use any skills to boost that or make it worse. So it's good and bad in equal measure. At least it means you always make those attacks. So if you have people coming in trying to halve your attacks and stuff like that, does not matter at all. So the other thing that we've got is the demonic saves, which it means that there's 1 save that they've got for ranged and 1 save that they've got for melee. I'll show you them as and when they come up. And at the beginning of each battle round, I've got to roll 8 dice, and for every 4 up, I get 1 warp point. Warp points can be used to spend on special stratagems each battle round. And at the end of the battle round, if I do not use them, they disappear. Oh yeah, I've got to say, that's the Warlord trait of this one. I get to retain 2 unspent warp points. Fantastic, right? Whew, that was a lot of talking, but that is my 1,000 points on the nose Chaos/E Demon Army. Now let's go and see what the my mouth is tongue-tied after talking about them for so long. The White Scars, let's see what they're bringing to the table, shall we? So, Beanie Boy, what are you bringing today?
Things. Okay, so I have brought Rodri today, and he will be the Warlord. He is doubling up on Warlord powers. He's got the Chogorian Storm, so he's got D3 extra attacks in combat. And he has the Imperium Sword for the advance and charge and all that kind of
Fantastic.
He has a Thunder Hammer and a Combi Melter as his loadout.
Nice.
And he is supported with the Chief Librarian of my faction. And today he will have Blazing Gale, Lightning Call, and Ride the Winds.
Ooh.
All of them wind themed.
I love it. Gassy man.
Yes, indeed. And he'll be rocking about hitting people with the Force Stave. And to back him up, we have 2 squads of Intercessors.
Boom.
One with Thunder Hammer, 1 with a Power Fist. They have auto bolt rifles and will be running around.
Nice.
Right, in the elites, we have some Blade Guard veterans. There's 5 of them. They like stabbing people.
You know them, you love them.
That's what they do.
Yep.
And then we have some aggressors today with some flamers.
Ooh, very tasty.
Nothing else to go with them, just going to see how they go. Right, then into the fast attack, we've brought Outriders, because they made them cheaper. And I love that, because they're not very good, but I love them. Yes.
See, the thing is that like we want to love them so much, and each time that they give them a slight positive bump, we're like, oh yes,
I'll run them into the ground.
Exactly.
And they're always in the ground. Right, and then just to finish it off, I've got Eliminators, and I've decided to try the last Fusel today, just to see what I can do.
Is the last Fusel the one that's still roll d6, or is it a flat damage?
It's flat damage 3.
That's really good. Okay, cool. So some last Fusels on them as well.
Ooh.
Very nice indeed. So that is it 1,000 points on the nose?
Oh, it is.
Oh, baby. So we're drawn on the points war. So I guess we have to settle it on the table then instead.
I did forget to give myself a relic, so I will figure that out in a bit.
Okay, we'll take a pause and he'll be right back. That's reminded me that I forgot to say what my relic is. I've got the Soul Stealer weapon, which is very nice indeed. What have you decided for Rodri?
I have the Plume of the Plains Runner. So he has a very fancy hat.
Ooh, and what does it do?
Gives people +1 to their advance and charge around it.
Ooh, that is very good indeed.
Very
Love it, love it.
Yeah, great in running forward armies.
Right then, let's get them on the table. Goo, goo, goo. I'm a big baby. Okay, it's time to kick off this. I didn't know where else to go with that. Here we are anyway. We've the reinforcements and the deployment step is over, and Beanie has gone for a very aggressive deployment here, up to the very top point of his deployment zone, and he's popped the Blade Guard vets, the Intercessors, the
Chief Librarian
over there. We've got the Outriders and Rodri at the back, supported by the other Intercessors, and the Eliminators are up, ready to shoot people with their las fusils in the sky / out on the side. Outflanking, is that what they...
Outflanking.
Outflanking, paid 1 CP before the battle starts to put the aggressors in there so they can jump on a table edge and light things up. Beautiful stuff. But on this side here, I've gone very aggressive indeed. Everything is on the maximum line of deployment. I've got my Demonettes over here, Infernal and Rapturous, Keeper of Secrets, the Fiends are over here, and another Demonette group here ready to surge forward. I have put the Seeker Chariot and 1 group of Demonettes into the Warp so that they can strike down, hopefully making use of that 6-inch deep strike deployment. But that has been it. There is nothing left to do apart from roll for first turn deployment. Let's see. Oh, it's a 2. It's not great for me. Oh, it's a 5. So would you like to take the first turn, or would you like me to sally forth?
Oh, I don't know.
I know, man. There is literally no good choice here. Either you come to me or I come to thee.
Excuse me. Yeah, no, I know I'm gonna regret this decision, but you, sir, are going first.
You heard it here, folks. I'm going first because Beanie wants me to bring all of my units forward so that he can shoot them to pieces.
Scared.
He's too scared.
I'm genuinely too scared to go forward.
So at the beginning of battle round 1, I roll 8 dice, and for every 4 up, I get a war point. So let's see if SLAANESH loves me. He does a little bit. I get 3 warp points out of there to spend on some of these funky stratagems over here. It means that I could basically increase my instrument range for my army. I don't know what that does, but I'm sure that it'd be great. But all the SLAANESH exclusive ones here, I get lightning speed, so I get to add +1 to all charge results. Dark hallucinations, I can basically make people fail actions. That's pretty nice indeed. But anyway,
if we ever actually
did actions,
a proper game of 40k, which we will never do.
But there we go. So that is first turn to SLAANESH Demons. Let's go.
For the Dark Gods!
So here we are after the movement phase, and everything has pushed forward. I now control all 1, 2, 3 objectives at the moment. Whether or not I'll hold on to them till the beginning of my next turn, that's another question. But I have brought the Seeker Chariot out of the warp to help hold the back line over here, and I've pushed up with the Demonettes and all the Fiends, and the Keeper of Secrets has just strode forward magnificently and malevolently towards the back line of the White Scars. Now we're going to move into the Psychic phase, and the Keeper of Secrets knows 2 powers, can cast 2. So let's see what I can do. I've got Cacophonic Choir, which is a warp value of 7, and then rolls 3d6. The closest enemy unit within 18 inches and visible to the Psyker suffers 1 mortal wound for each point that the roll exceeds. So, the closest unit is going to be the Intercessors over there. So I will just do it just because I want to see some new powers. So it goes off on a 7. Will it go off? Oh, it's a double 1. A great start for this. So I'm going to CP that straight away. Fantastic. It goes off on an 8. Would you like to try and deny, my friend? Okay. Oh, you do not deny. But now we roll 3d6, and for every point that it exceeds their leadership of 8, I believe, isn't it? For a regular Intercessor?
8 for the Sarge, yeah.
Cool. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you take 2 mortal wounds from that.
That guy
is dead. Okay, right, he is gone. And then the next one I'm going to cast is Delightful Agonies on a 6, and I'm going to put it onto the Fiends over here because they are a core
think
unit.
about that with that weapon as well. He's basically just resonating in their
Yes,
heads and his head's exploding.
just staring
like
at
Mars
them.
Attacks.
Yeah, staring at them with his cold, dead goat eyes. That also does not go off, and I have not
already
got a
CP'd.
CP. So, unfortunately, SLAANESH using its trickery to wind me up just a little bit. But that is the end of my psychic phase. Move into the shooting phase, and I have a whip to shoot here and a harp to shoot over here. The best ranged weapons in all of 40k.
Yes, when I think ranged weapons, I think of whips and harps.
Now, with the -2 going to a -1, that's only going to put them up to a 2-up save. Is that correct?
Yes.
Because of their weird terrain thing that they've got, the camo cloaks.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the full Whip of the Law over into the Blade Guard vets over here because they are incredibly deadly. So it is Assault 6 with this, and I have advanced, hitting on 2s. Let's see him. Oh, I got all hits, and it's Strength 6, so it'll be wounding on 3s.
Yes.
Whee! Okay, so we are looking at 3 wounds coming in at -2 down to -1 because of Armour of Contempt.
No Armour of Contempt.
Oh,
all
because
guys
of
Storm Shield.
so it's a
they get +1 to the save.
Indeed, they do. So it's a 4-up saves then.
Yes.
Here we go. Ooh, so only one takes 2 wounds, so he's
That's
on to
still
1.
not bad, is it?
Not bad at all. Let's see what the range of the harp is next. So the range of the harp is 24 if I go for the supersonic blast, which I am going to do because it's a laugh. And we're going to fire up into the eliminators.
Yes, you got
yes. One shot though. So here we go. Hitting on 3s. Not even worth it. Good start.
Boom.
I tell you what. I'm hoping I'm getting the low rolls out early because this is not annoying me. It's not. Okay, that's all my shooting done now.
What's that vein on the top of your head?
That's just always there. It's just always, I'm going to die from that vein. It's Jeremy. Okay, so I am going to go into the charge phase now. It's the charge phase. There is only one charge to make, and it's the only one that really matters. And it will probably get my warlord killed, but it is going to be fun regardless. And it's going to be the charge of the Keeper of Secrets into the intercessors that are hiding behind the crystallized goo over there.
Crying behind
crying, weeping gently to themselves. It's +2 to their their charge rolls. That is a 10.
So
They are probably in there, but we will measure and we will find out. It is very much in there. And because it's the only bit of combat, let's get it out of the way right now. So it's 6 attacks with the Soul Sealer stored. I know you're going to pay 1 CP for transhuman physiology. So I can only wound you on a 4. But I will be hitting on 2s with the Soul Stealer sword. Always good to drop the 1 on that one there. And then
Lovely.
these will be wounding you on the 4s, my friends. Boom. Okay,
Ooh,
so we
spicy roll.
get 4 through. Now let me just double check what the Wit Stealer sword... Oh, Soul Stealer. I keep getting them confused.
We're
Is...
trying to steal, aren't we?
I am indeed, mate. I can't stop myself. It is -3 down to -2 for you. So 4 at -2. Ooh. The Emperor protects quite well.
does.
So that's 2 dead, 'cause they're 3 damage apiece. And now it is time for the Clawers.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the big stabby claws.
I forgot about the claws.
These are Malefic
I
4.
forgot about that.
So there is 4 big hits.
Lovely.
Now this, I assume, will be affected by transhuman
Yes,
because
it
it
will,
says
yeah.
it
It's
can't.
the same.
Yeah. So 4s. 2 more through, and these ones are a bit beefier. I believe they're at -4, so to -3. So 6-up saves.
Easy.
They
No, that
dead.
adds up to 6,
So
but they are dead.
3 dead there.
They're gone.
Oh, they are gone.
Everyone's gone, man.
Okay.
There's only 5 of them.
So the intercessors are gone. Now I just need to see if there's any strats to pay for me to advance into the engagement range of them. We will come back. So that is the end of the intercessors and the end of my turn. Or is it? Because I forgot at the beginning to roll my indiscriminate goojectiles. Any 6s here? There are 2 6s.
Oh, fabulous.
So 2 D3 wounds going in. 1 for Rodri because he's just a nice guy, isn't he? We love seeing him. It's for the big 3 onto him. And then we'll do one onto the
Isn't it on
eliminators.
characters only one mortal wound in indiscriminate projectiles?
Oh, it is in Gujectiles. Yeah, it is. I'll put the 3 onto the Outriders then in front of him, just because it'll be in the same area. And then the rest are going to go onto the eliminators for another big 3, I'm afraid. Oh, that was very, very Slaaneshi. Super spicy and quite sweet for me. So that is one of them gone. But now, that is the end of my turn. There is nothing else to do. So it moves on to Beanie's White Scars turn 1.
For the glory of the Imperium.
So at the beginning of Beanie's turn, he's going to roll for his indiscriminate Gujectiles. Let's see those 6s, baby.
2, please. 0.
Ooh. So Beanie's movement phase was very concise. Everything has rocketed forward apart from these guys here who are licking their wounds and picking targets for their fancy Lasfusels. The Outriders are taking the existence of the Fiends as a personal insult. They are the only steeds that they shall ride, and they are made by the Imperium. So they're going to try and run them over and then basically splurt mud onto the demonettes over there, just doing little wheelies. Now we're moving into the psychic phase, and you're going to be chucking out, what is it?
So my first spell will be the Lightning Call.
Okay, what does this do?
So it is...
Lightning Call?
Yeah, pick a target within 18, and then they suffer D3 mortal wounds. If they're not destroyed, then roll a dice. On a 4-up, you will get a mortal wound, and if it's still not destroyed on a 5-up...
Oh, wow. Okay, so it does, like, it's literally chain lightning. I like that a lot. Okay, and now I assume that's going into the Big Thirst.
Yeah, she's hopefully going to
Cool, here we go.
On a 7.
Ooh,
That's on a 7.
CP? Or do you need it for later for combat?
Later for combat.
Okay.
So now we're going to swiftly go into a smite.
Into a smite, okay. Well, that's much better. I am going to use my 1 denial to see if I can try and beat that. I do not beat that, so it is D3 mortal wounds on the Big Thirst for the Big 3. Very nice indeed.
Excellent day.
Bringing it down to a mighty 17. 17 wounds, but still alive and kicking for now as we move into the shooting phase. And where would you like to kick things off? My dude, my friend, my buddy boy.
So, these chaps...
Paching pachoo.
They don't feel super hot about these guys.
Okay, into the Fiends.
Yes. So hit on 2s.
Okay, hitting on 2s.
There's that one.
Oh, you love it, baby. What's the strength of these
8.
Lasfusels? That'll be a 3 to wound, my friend. It is a big wound, but it is a 4-up save because of their demonic ranged invulnerable one, which they do make, unfortunately. So the Lasfusels just sort of go through their shimmering form. Nasty.
Lovely.
Nasty.
Right. I need to grab more dice.
Sure, yeah, there's a lot of assault and auto bolt rifles coming the Big Thirst way right now. So all of the auto bolt rifles are going into the Big Thirst. Now she or it has a mesmerizing form, so -1 from your attack roll, my friend.
Okay, so to be hitting on 4s, we rolling 1s because Rodri's a boy.
Indeedy do. Oh, there's a good few rerolls in there, my friend, and not actually that many misses. That's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad, mate. There we go.
Now that was a conversion.
That's very good. Now these are strength 4, aren't they?
So
So
it'll
it'll
be
be
5s.
5s to wound.
Yes. There's a few.
Okay, so what are we looking at there, my friend?
I think that's 4. No minus, but it's something.
Minuses mean nothing to the demon,
Yeah,
my
I
friend. So it's the 4-up demonic ranged. And she makes all bar 1. Oh, okay, so that is down to 16 now.
Oh yes, she's melting away.
Oh, yes, disappearing like the tides.
Yes.
Okay, who else would like to have a pop?
Okay, so Rodri is going to shoot his 4 twin bolt gun shots into these chaps.
Ooh.
But then he's going to put his combi melter into...
Oh, yeah, the combat melt coming
But
up.
it's going to actually be the melter profile, so...
Gotcha.
Hitting on 3s.
Okay, so that'll be -1 anyway, won't it? Yeah, so it'll be hitting on 3s.
Well, no. Oh, crumbs, I might as well do both sides then.
Yep.
Thank you for reminding me.
Not a problem at all. So both into the Big Thirst then.
Yes, because you have to with the...
Sure.
combi. So
Got you,
it's
okay.
going to be hitting on 3s.
Ooh, it's a big hit.
Wounding on 3s.
It's a big wound. Let's see if this can go through. It does. I'm gonna... How much is it? D6 plus 2, isn't it? I'm gonna CP this one because I feel like I should try my best. Oh, it's a 1.
Oh,
so
no
it goes through, unfortunately. And I'll be taking a massive 4 mortal wounds there. So I'm down to 12.
Can I CP?
You can CP damage, man.
Yeah, I'm going to CP that
Okay, CPing it. Oh,
Yeah!
okay, 13. That always happens. Never CP damage, it seems. Yes, I'm on 13 wounds now.
Okay.
Ooh, starting to feel a little bit
Okay,
weak.
and now the bolt gun part.
Oh.
Hits wounds on a 5.
Oh.
Does nothing.
Okay.
And now the other 4 shots of his auto bolt was going into the
The
demonettes.
demonettes. Okay.
So hitting on 2s.
Nice. Wounding on 3s because of the fact that they are only toughness 3 now. Oh, it's 3. So 4 up invulnerable saves. I made all bar 1. So one of them is sent back to the warp. Ouch.
Okay, so now we're going to go on to the Blade Guards.
Oh, the Blade Guards with their heavy bolt pistols.
And first we're going to throw a crack grenade into this lady.
So -1 again for the ranged.
Okay, so 4s.
No, but re-roll the ones
yeah,
for Rodri. It's a big hit.
So it's going to be wounding on 5s.
Yes, sir. Oh,
It
it's
is.
a big wound.
-1, but it don't matter.
Dang. Ah, it goes
D3
through.
damage.
Oh, man, this is rough. For 2, so I'm down to 11. Ouch. Okay.
Now 4 shots from the heavy bolt pistols.
Yes, sir. Okay, so
2 hits. With the -1. So 5's wound.
No wounds.
Not a chance. Okay, so shot. His 4 shots from his storm bolt. No, he's going to throw a crack grenade.
Oh, mate,
Oh,
this
no,
is...
he can't. He's a Terminator.
Oh,
they don't have that.
thank God. I was getting fuming.
Okay, so he would already be hitting on 3, so he'll be hitting on
4s.
4s.
Nice, though. He's turned up.
Yeah, he did not mind.
Then 5s. 1, and it has been saved this time
Okay.
around. Not bad, though. Taking him down from 20 to 11. Pretty
Yeah, I
good.
wasn't expecting to do that much damage there.
But we've got the Outriders now.
So the Outriders are going to put all of their shots into the Demonettes, because I actually think I can kill
thin
them.
the herd. Okay, cool. So there's a lot of shots coming in, which look
Yes.
a little bit like... Looks a little bit like this. Hitting on 3s.
Reroll those 1s.
Ooh,
But who
didn't
wants to
even need
reroll
to.
ones? Oh,
Didn't
wow.
even need to. Be
Okay.
3s again to wound.
Yeah, I'm just still a little bit flabbergasted.
It was
by
a
that.
good roll, man. Okay, so how many wounds are we looking at here?
Okay, so there will be 10 at the minus.
3,
doesn't
4,
matter.
5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 4-ups to
Oh, no,
save.
No. 9.
Oh, 9 4-ups to save my Demonette squad. Let's see them. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 are returned to the warp.
Awesome.
Nasty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, dear me. That's some pretty impressive shooting, my dude. What is next? Or is that it for
That
the
is
army?
all my shooting.
For now.
So now it is time to boldly go where nobody should go against a demon prince.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay,
Right,
so who's going to go in first in the charge?
So first it's going to be the Blade Guard.
Okay, cool. In they come. They are very much in there. Do you want to
Yes.
just do rolls and then we'll come around, or do you need to make space for other people?
Yes, I need to figure out where I'm going, making space.
Cool, we'll be back in a sec. So the Blade Guard are in. Will the Intercessors get in?
They hopefully will.
Oh, they are very much in there with
So
a 10.
remember, because I get a +1 to charges from the Plume of the Plains
Yeah,
runners,
nice.
so this is an 11.
Nice.
So these guys are going to move over to here, back in a second.
Yeah, capture the objective number 4 as well. Okay, who's next? Because we can pretty much assume that Rodri's going to get the charge in no matter what, really.
Yeah, so he would have been the next charge.
Yeah, she might as well just move him because it's +1 to his charge anyway, and it's pretty much he can't fail.
So he's just going to go...
Terminator going to come in for a punch?
No, he's not. He's
Stay
going to
back.
stand at the back and have a bit of a cry.
Okay, cool.
So you're down to 11.
Yes, I was. And now we've got the charge from the Outriders. Are they going into the Demonettes or are they going into the Fiends?
So I'm thinking that they're going to go into the... Because they're still getting the +1. So to get around to there, it's going to be like a 7.
You want to go for the Infernal and Rapturous, do you?
Yeah, and the Demonettes.
Sure thing.
Is she good in combat?
No. They're not that great in combat. She is hitting on 2s, strength 4, -2, 2 damage. So, okay. Pretty average.
Okay, so yeah, they're going to try and charge through to get
Sure.
to the Enraptress and the Demonettes.
Okay, so I will spend 1 CP now to do a Overwatch with her, and because you're in range, she gets to do 6 attacks instead of just the 1. Now my thinking is if I get 1 through and do 1 wound, then it's just 1 less Outrider to worry
Yeah,
about.
that's 6 attacks less.
Yeah, exactly. So hitting on 6s, and we get none. Classic. Okay, well it's worth a try, I thought.
Okay, I'm going to spend 1 more CP for Ride the Wind on them.
Ooh, okay.
It's either Ride the Wind or, Fierce Rivalries is called.
Fierce Rivalries, and what does that do?
So I get to roll 3
And then
D6.
discard the lowest.
No.
Oh, just 3d6?
13.
So Beanie's very much in there, because even when you remove the 1, he's still at 12. So yeah, he's going to go and punish the
Don't forget the
Infernals.
+1.
Oh, a +1 as well. So 13-inch charge. Very nice indeed. So the Outriders are in there. Now, who is left to charge? That's it, is it?
I've only got 2 units left, and they're not feeling the charge.
Fair enough. So where would you like to start attacking, my friend? Is it over here by any chance?
Yeah, you would be correct.
Is it going to be the Blade Guard because of the amount of attacks? Or is it going to be Rodri stepping up to hopefully do the 11 damage? I mean, I would say that your Blade Guard vets are probably the best chance of doing 11 wounds, right?
Yes,
Yes.
and they will be the ones to choose.
Yes.
1 sec. I just want to check for any strikes.
Yeah, sure. You take your time, brother. So, the Blade Guard vet coming up against the Keeper of Secrets. We reckon it's 21 attacks, is that correct?
I believe so.
Yep,
I'm
okay.
going to spend 1 CP to do...
Gene Wrought Might.
Hey, how did you know?
I thought it just the 1-2 combo. So I've got the Impossible Elegance, which means that it's -1 to hit me. So you'll be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s because of Rodri, and then you'll be wounding on 5s because I'm toughness 7 and you're only strength 6, aren't you? Or
Strength
5.
5.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, here we go then. Oh, this is going to be it. So hit on 4s. Oh, there's a lot of hits already and a lot of auto wounds. And now we are wounding on 5s. Ooh, 3 more added to the pile. Okay, so there is enough to kill because they're 2 damage a pop, aren't they?
Yeah, yes. And if I was on the Assault Doctrine,
then I'd be hearing about it, I'll tell you that much. So, SLAANESH Demons, let's see if we've got it in us. The gumption. We save 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 alive on 1 wound, which is, I swear my characters is the state they just love to live in, man.
It's so upsetting.
Let's try and regain some wounds now with the Soul Stealer, and we're going to pay to interrupt, obviously, and we are going to fight against Rodri. Let's try and kill him dead, because how many attacks does he have?
He can have upwards of 10.
Yeah, let's get rid of him as best we can right now. So then, let's see if I can do it with my Wounded Keeper of Secrets, because we're hitting on 4s now, which isn't great. So the Soul Stealer's coming in first. Let's see it, hitting on 4s. Oh, only the 1. Is it worth re-rolling that? Nah, let's just keep it going. So that will be wounding on...
She suffers 5.
She is strength 8, so 3s. Cool, it is a wound at least, and it is -3 down to -2 because of Armour of Contempt, which it doesn't matter because of the Iron Halo, isn't it? So 4 invulnerables, which it does not make. It's 3 damage.
And what's the damage on the next weapon?
The damage on the next weapon is 3 damage a pop.
Okay, so it doesn't matter which one I CP against.
So you might as well do it here or against the other one, it's up to you.
I'm not going to bother this time.
Okay, fair enough. Now, here's the interesting one. Malefic weapons says that it can't be modified either way, but I assume that you still go on the bracket that you're on.
Yeah, but
cool.
it's the amount of attacks. I can't, like, kniving places.
Yeah, cool. Right, okay, so hitting on 4s again. Oh, we get 2 hits.
Better.
Slightly better. This one will be wounding on 3s again. Ooh, I'm going to spend a CP for this one here. Cool, it was worth it. So there's 2 more coming in at -4 down to -3.
So 4 ups.
Ooh, where's the
Gonna
other
CP
3?
this
Here it is.
one.
So this is the saviour one. Last CP gone. He's not made it. Rodri is dead. Oh me, oh my. And I regain 1 wound, I believe, because it's per model, not per... Yeah, each model is destroyed. Okay, so on to 2 wounds, but it's back to you to destroy me now with Intercessor blows and punches.
Let's see if I can. He rolls because Rodri's really dead.
Okay, so this is the Sergeant going up first, is he?
Yeah.
Okay, so for it hitting on 5s, then, like you said, with the Thunder Hammer. Oh, wait, no, it'll still be only hitting on 4s, won't it? Because it minuses ones.
Anymore, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. But it is the 1 hit you need.
It is, so strength 8.
Oh, 3 to wound. Oh!
-2.
This is not good. This is not good. Oh, good. Okay, are we counting that one landing on the dice bag? I don't mind paying the CP to re-roll it.
No.
Here we go. There's the 5. Luckily, I have scraped through this time. Oh me, oh my. But now it's the rest of the boys that are punching upwards. They're just punching her right into what they think is the groin.
Yeah, it's all grunge, John. Don't you worry.
Okay, so here we go.
Hitting on 4s.
Here we go, grunge time. Oh, that's some good hits. That is some spicy meatballs. Which is what they're saying when they're punching.
Yeah, that's what they're going for.
So now it's fives. Yep. Oh, there's 3. That is more than enough to kill her.
There's 4, but...
Oh, it's 4. Oh, no. Okay, so saving on 5s. And he made a single one, so the greater demon of Slaanesh has fallen. I love it. The Big Thirst doing what they do best, wading in, very overconfident, and then going, I may have bitten off more than I can chew here. The intercessors, not even the sergeants, get to celebrate. They're like, yes, we literally punched it so hard in the groin. But now over to the Outriders into the Infernal Enrapturous and the Demonettes. So the combat goes over here now, and there's a lot of attacks that are coming against the Infernal Enrapturous, so I will pay my last CP for it's like a strat that's called like Shimmering Form or Mesmerizing Form or something like that. But it's basically like provides the -1, so it's a transhuman but only for hits. So it's a 4s are the minimum that can be rolled to hit her.
I'm hitting on 4s.
Indeed you are. Let's see, baby. I think that was worth it, definitely, to get rid of those 3s. Yes, that was definitely worth it.
That was both poo and wee.
Yeah, so it's 4 hits, wounding on, because she is quite weak. Toughness 4, so 4.
So 4's the wound.
Okay, so
1 wound.
In wound, and a 5-up save. I missed the tray. It is a 3, so she does take a wound. She is down to 3. She is squishy.
Yes, but that didn't go great.
Come on, Demonettes. Come
So
on,
6 attacks
Demonettes.
for the Demonettes. Hitting on 3s, though.
Ooh, okay, so...
Wounding on 3s.
Yes, sir. Ah, there we go. So 5-up saves. Made 1, failed 2, so there is another 2 gone back to the warp.
Maybe they'll poo themselves?
Oh, they probably will do. But they do get to attack back. Let's go for the Eternal Infernal Enrapturous, attacking first with the Ravaging Claws. So be hitting on 2s, wounding on their toughness 5, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wounding on 5s. Hitting on 2s. So 3 hits.
Oh, nice one.
I know, right? Oh, I just missed the tray
That was
entirely.
an immense throw, that was.
I got 1 hit, 1 wound through, -2 down to -1, and 2 damage apiece.
4 up.
Dang, okay.
The Emperor protects.
And now it is time for all of the Demonettes. So it's 4 attacks base, and then 5 for the Enrapturous. So here we go. Wow, there's so many 1s there.
And there's so many 2s there.
They hit on 3s. That ain't great.
I know.
That was really poo and wee, that one.
That was about as poo and wee as my
The
back there.
Do I get any wounds? What was this one? I get 1 wound at -2 down to -1.
4 up.
It is enough to kill the wounded one at least. Phew. Okay, but that is the end of the combat. The great, exciting combat and the kind of poo and wee combat over here. Yay!
Spills and thrills.
But do I run is the question. Let me just double check what the rules are for instruments and for Chaos Standards. So I can ignore combat attrition modifiers and add 1 to the leadership model. So I'm on leadership 8 at the moment. I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So unless I roll a 1, I'm in trouble. I roll a 6, which is exactly the opposite of what I needed, guys. So I'm going to lose the instrument.
And then you don't get affected by
so
combat
it's just
attrition
1s and
because of
2s.
the,
Oh, another one does run, though, but I'm still holding on to the objective because I have objective secured. Phew, but that is the end of the first turn. Pretty bloody indeed. As we move into the second turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just going to roll them here, and then I'll roll my indiscriminate goo projectiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points added. So I'm on 7 because I retained 1. Oh, sorry, 2 for the last one.
Does anything cost that much?
It doesn't, which is why I'm going to spend some right now after I've rolled for my indiscriminate projectiles. Come on, mate.
Get loads of them.
2 more.
Oh my good lord, you're going to win this game because you just blow me.
Goo! Okay, so I'm going to, drop another one onto them.
If you get another 3, they're dead.
Come on. Oh, it's only the 1, so it does kill them. Kill 1 of them. And then the other one's going to go into the Blade Guard because they are pretty scary. And it's for 2.
So this one is dead.
Another one goes down to 2 wounds.
He does.
As we now move into Slaanesh turn 2.
For the Dark Gods!
Curse you, BD, is what I said when I realised that I have no psychic phase now, but I have had a pretty successful movement phase. I've pushed the Demonettes from objective number 2 back to objective number 3, mainly because of the fact that I know that those aggressors are coming in at some point, and I feel like being in the middle of the board makes it harder for them to get a charge off later on and maybe do some other stuff as well. Just pushing them into a corner is probably the best bet that I've got here. The Seeker Chariot's pushed up over there so that it can use its lashes of torment onto the Outriders and then go for a charge.
Combat, though?
They are in combat, but I'm not going to fall out to... Yeah, you're right, actually, I'm not able to use... But I've got them there to use in combat, at least at some point anyway. But over here is the most interesting part. I have used the Warp Locus ability here to bring these 10 Demonettes into the battle. So, what it is that as long as I'm 6 inches away from Beanie's unit and wholly within 6 inches of these of the Icon or the Locus, I can deploy them there. And they are smack bang in a line, an inch thick, keeping them ready for the fight ahead. So hopefully these Outriders will go, because if you look around here, there's a lot of options to charge forward. The Fiends have taken personal offence to the Blade Guard, even though it wasn't them that struck down their lord. It was actually this Intercessor, pointed him right there. But still, I want to get rid of them because they are incredibly hard when they hit back. So that's been my movement phase. No psychic phase. No shooting phase whatsoever either. Actually, I can use the... Oh, because they're in combat. So yeah, can't do that either.
Has she got like a sound grenade or
unfortunately, no one throws crack grenades quite as good as you, Beanie. So we are going into the charge phase. And we are going to charge with the Fiends into the Blade Guards. They are very much...
Think they're in.
Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum.
I insist you measure.
Oh, please. Please stop. Okay, so... So please stop. These charge over here from the Demonettes is going to be a 6-inch charge to get into the Outriders. Let's see if they can muster one up for Daddy. They can indeed.
They've done it without the help.
They didn't even need it, so I'll move them in a minute, but they're basically going to end their charge around there. This unit of Demonettes is going to stay put, I feel. Holding onto an objective probably might serve me better. And I'm going to charge the Seeker Chariot in as well against them. And that has also got in there with a 10. So apparently, when they want to make charges, these guys, very useful.
Yeah.
However, the blades that are on the Seeker Chariot, they now do a thing, Beanie. Each time this model finishes a charge move, roll 4d6 for each enemy unit within engagement range. And on a 5-up, you take a mortal wound. So it is 4d6 for each enemy engagement range. If you charge them into a horde, that's pretty grim, that is.
Yeah, man, but look at it.
I know, it is.
It's
90% blades, isn't it? You take mortal wounds. Right on the tire. So that is all of my charges. It's time to do some fighting. I know, it's so spiky. They're so spiky. They're deadly. I'm going to go with the Fiends first, because even if you pay to interrupt over here, I feel like I've got enough stuff to go with, which looks a little bit like... Okay, so the Fiends are gearing up. It's 4 attacks each and 5 for the Blissbringer, which you just love the name of. So give it some bliss. So yeah, and then they get to make an attack with their tail afterwards. So I'm going to do all of my rolls because my tiny little baby hands can barely hold on to this, and then we'll be back with the saves. So 9 wounds found their target. Let's see if the 4-up saves can save them. He does do it. 1, 2, 3 go through it. 2 damage apiece.
So this guy is dead, and this guy is dead.
But 2 remain for now, because the Bliss Booby baby is going to... What I was trying to say is Barb Tail is going to go in next. And that looks a little bit like... No more wounds managed to find their mark. I rolled a series of 1s and 2s. SLAANESH has forgone or forsaken me after the big thirst is gone. So that's the end of the combat over there. Do you want to pay to interrupt over here?
I cannot.
You cannot pay to interrupt, so we're just going to move into this. And the Demonettes are going to come up, and I'm going to spend... Just because I want to spend this, I'm going to spend 1 CP because they have an icon in there, to reroll all their hits. Ooh. And because the Raptress allows them to reroll their wound rolls of 1, let's see how many attacks we can get through, which look a little bit like... So the Demonettes did their job. I spent 1 CP for Rapturous Standard that allowed me to re-roll all of my hits, which is fantastic. And because the Infernal and Rapturous provides re-rolls of 1 in the wounding phase, I managed to get through just enough wounds with them. Even though 45 attacks went in, there was some pretty hard conversions trying to get the 5s to wound. But they're gone. Outriders are eliminated, and now it is time for the fight back for the Blade Guard veterans. What's that smell, Beanie? Whatever it is, it's musky. Sulfuric musk on the aura of these guys here. You're within engagement range, so it's -1 to your hit roll. Oh, that did.
No,
It's getting right up their nostrils. They do not like it one bit. Strength.
5.
So 3's to wound. Oh, good conversion though. So 2 coming in, 5 up in vulnerables. They do not make a single one. How much damage is it?
So that'd be 4 in total.
And they have a grand total of 4 wounds apiece. So you have killed this.
Yeah!
This fiend over here.
Take that, fiend.
It is time for the morale phase, and it's time to spend, finally, some warp points. I'm spending 5 of my warpiest of the points. It doesn't matter anyway, because they all go at the end of the turn. And what it's called is... Dark Invigoration. 1 model in each Legion's Demonica unit from your army can regain D3 lost wounds if every model in that unit has a wounds characteristic of 1. Instead, you can replenish them by D3 destroyed models.
You're going to put D3 back into
Yeah,
that unit?
so she'll be healing back up to full, the Infernal Enraptress, and then it's D3 models from that unit coming back for 2. 2 of the finest Slaaneshi warriors back on the table. Now, it's no point me using it really there, but I had to use the most important thing that I had going.
Yes.
So that is the end of the combat phase. It is morale for the Blade Guard vets who lost.
So they have 9 because of the guy there.
Indeed.
They have lost. They lost 1 in the first turn, I believe.
Did they?
Did they?
Did they? Did they? I don't think they did. I think they lost everything this turn, because I only wounded you, didn't I?
Yes, so
Yeah.
I've lost 3 then.
No, that's not true. I threw an indiscriminate goo projectile on you, didn't I? And it brought 1 down to 1?
Yes.
No. Yes. Oh, my brain is racked. Just roll the dice and we'll figure out. Damn it! Damn it! So it's either a case of you lost 3 or 2. So you've either passed or passed, because it has to beat it, right?
Yes.
So you passed! Hey! Maths! Hey! Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, okay, so he's fine. But now we move into White Scar's turn, DOS. And at the beginning, Goojectiles!
Yay,
Roll them, baby!
yay.
Roll them!
Please,
Roll them!
please,
Roll
please,
them!
please.
Oh, you got it. So who are you going to pick?
I am going to pick these.
The Fiends for... Een! Okay, so he's down to 3. Damn you. Okay, and now Beanie begins his turn 2. Oh yeah, and he scores 5 victory points.
Yeah.
Nice.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Okay, so the movement phase is over, and finally the aggressors have entered the battle. They have moved on to objective number 2 and are pointing their flamers at every single sort of Slaaneshi shenanigan that I can throw his way. Beanie's disengaged from combat with the Fiends over here because he can fall back and charge, so it makes a lot of sense to light up these Fiends and then mop up what is left in combat. And that's been basically it. Everything's moved in for the kill. So, what do you want to do in your psychic phase? Because remember, I can do nothing to stop you. Except, I do have that thing of, you're within 24 inches, so any doubles, perils. Any doubles. Any doubles.
Oh, good lord.
Any doubles. So don't roll a double, you'll be fine. What are the odds, mate? What are the odds?
1 in 6.
Yeah, well, just don't think about it. What are you
No,
casting?
I'm not good enough at stats to tell you.
What are you even casting? You're rolling the dice before you even tell me what you're casting.
Smite.
Okay, cool.
Good.
Dang it. Okay, so D3 onto the Fiends. For 2, so that... Oh, sorry.
That's 1.
Oh, sorry, so it's down to 2.
And now the lightning call.
Oh, this is the one I do not
7.
like. It's doubles! It's perils time, baby! For 3! Or as in Welsh we all learn, this is learning Welsh with Jules. Ein, die, tree. Pedwar, pimp.
Best one in it.
Okay, so he is down to 2, and he didn't even get the lightning off. Thank you very much, Infernal Enraptress. That's
I
gone
hate
very
her.
well. Yeah, you hate her even more now.
More now.
Okay, so shooting phase. Let's
what I
light.
try, really,
Let's just
yeah.
light these puppies up. Let's just go for it. Auto bolt rifles. The last fusils. What are you chucking everything into? The
Okay, so Laz Fusel is going to shoot that chariot first.
Okay, before you do, let me just double check because there's probably some shenanigan rule attached to the data sheet. Evasive speed. Each time a ranged attack is made against this model, subtract 1 from the hit roll. Would you like to still target that, or would you like to choose something else with the last Fusel?
Don't they have the same?
No, they only have it in combat. This one has it at range.
Aha, then I will. I will take your advice.
Into the Fiends.
Hit
Okay.
on 2s. Let's see that one.
Boom, it's a big hit.
Wound on 3s.
It's a big wound as well. 4 up invulnerable save. Has not been made.
3
so
damage.
Boom, that is another Fiend gone.
Excellent.
Ouch, my Fiends.
Yes.
Okay, who next?
So now you can take a crack.
Oh,
grenade.
this again.
Oh no, he doesn't have crack grenades.
Yeah,
He just
yeah,
needs
yeah.
this, but he does have 4 shots from his storm bolt.
Oh, here we go.
8 on 3s.
Damn, that's good.
He's hungry.
4s.
Are they toughness 4?
They're toughness 4, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, 1 wound. And we're in the tactical doctrine, but it doesn't matter.
Ooh,
You pass.
I pass. Yay.
Okay, so now I must do the counting.
Because there's a lot of auto bolt rifles going into
Yes.
this poor old fiend group. So Beanie's actually going to shoot his auto bolt rifles down into this group of demonettes over here. And remember, because my demonic saves are completely, they cannot be modified in any way, no cover bonuses for them at all
And
either.
no need to worry about AP.
Which is great for me. It's going to speed up the battle reports, I tell you that
Yes.
much. Okay, so hitting on.
3s.
3s. Ooh, a little bit poo and wee.
That was quite stinky.
Yeah.
Oh, I just picked up a 3.
Haven't followed through, but came
Well.
close. Came close.
Yeah, you said that.
Wounding on the 3s though, because they're only toughness 3s. Spindly. Okay, so
That
how
was
many
good.
are we looking at right there?
So 3, 6, 8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 ups to make for my demonettes. I make 1, 2, 3 die.
3 die.
E. And I've removed them away, so hopefully I'll be out of range from the flamers. That's the plan, at least. But they're going into the fiends anyway, so it
So
don't
the
need to
front
worry.
flamer can go into there.
Oh, phew. Am I out of range for the other ones?
I don't know. I have to check.
Are they
now.
12-inch for these guys?
Yes.
Oh, dang it. The front one can still hit, so he gets a choice of who's going to pick. The guys there?
Demonettes.
Yeah,
Just
get rid
out
of
the
them.
demonettes.
Yeah,
There's
that makes
2d6
sense.
flamers.
2d6 auto hits coming in against them. 4 doubles perils, yeah.
Shit! 1 on 3s.
Ooh, so 3 saves to make, a 4 up. He makes 1, fails 2, so another 2 demonettes have gone. I'm going to take them from here and here. They're still within they're not. Don't have to lose that. Okay, cool. What is next, my friend?
Well, I think that's all my shooting.
Yes, it be.
So it's time.
For the charging. Okay, where are we going to charge first?
So first we're going to charge with the intercessors.
Okay. They are definitely in there.
I thought that was touch and go there myself, whether they were going to get that. Okay, so now we're going to charge the Libby.
Yep, Libby's going in. He's definitely in there as well.
Yeah, and then we're going to charge the Blade Guard back
in. Ooh, very much in there. Nicely done, my
And
friend.
I don't think that the aggressors are within charge range of anyone anymore.
No, don't think so.
So yeah.
That's it. So we're going to move the models and be right back. The Blade Guard are going in first against the Fiends, so their Sephoric Musk will mean they hit on 4s. Let's see how they do. Oh, that has been very useful indeed. So there is 3 hits coming through, wounding on 3s. 2 big bang Bazinga Beans coming in, 5s to save him. I get...
Make 1, fail 1.
Make 1, fail 1, 4.
2 damage.
2 damage, so he's down to 2. And then it's into the next combat group, which is going to be the Libby.
No.
Oh,
no,
the
it's gonna be
intercessors?
the sergeant is going to try and redeem himself after last time.
So no -1 to him because obviously he's using a Thunder Hammer
so
already.
4s.
Ooh, he
2
hits.
hits.
Be 2s to wound because it's strength 8 on 2s.
Yes.
I made them both, I'm afraid.
you-
I was jammy as hell with that. That was very lucky.
Yeah.
And now it's the rest of the guys getting their fists all up into those fiends. Fists versus fiends, the epic battle that you've
Right.
all been subscribing for.
4s.
Hitting on 4s. Ooh, that was very nice.
That was
that
very
was
nice.
very good.
Ooh,
And now these will be wounding on 4s as well.
I will.
Will the conversion be good to you? Oh, it's been pretty good.
Well,
That's
fantastic,
been really good.
actually.
How many am I looking at right
3,
there?
6, 7.
4, 5, 6, 7 5-ups. Now this will be pretty difficult.
No, it isn't.
Whoa, he's made all but 1.
All about 1. Okay, so the Libby is now terrified in the knowledge that he cannot do this alone.
Force Stave versus Fiends. It's the sequel to the match you've always wanted to be subscribing for.
Okay, so
How many attacks?
4 attacks hitting on 4s.
Here we
with
go.
the minor.
Here we go. Okay, he's
2
feeling
hits.
50% confident.
So 3s to wound.
Ooh.
1 wound, -1.
Ooh. And he's not made it though,
D3
so
damage.
D3. for the big 2, so he kills another fiend.
Oh, that was
But there are 2 fiends that remain who will get their attacks, and I will come back with the saves because of my baby hands. Bye. So after all of the fiends' attacks, they managed to claw apart 2 intercessors, but 3 remain standing. And are they holding the objective at the moment?
They should be
Within 3, so they are holding the objective, and with their objective secured, that means I cannot take it off of them. So that's the end of the combat there. We have some morale to take for both sides. The first being the fiends. Let's see if they run away. Their leadership is 8. Oh, sorry, the leadership is 8. I've lost 3, so I'm fine on the 1. Okay, so you might as well roll for the intercessor, but I'm sure they're going to be fine. 6, 7, 8. They are completely fine
Nope,
indeed.
because the Sarge is gone.
Oh, you took the Sarge out, so they have actually failed by 1. So 1 runs away, and then it's 1s and 2s.
Just 1s for
Just
Marines.
because of they shall know no fear. And they know no fear on a double 6.
And they're still holding it.
They are still holding it indeed. So that is the end of Beanie's turn 2.
Yeah, I don't have much left, guys.
But we now move into turn 3. But before we do, it's indiscriminate goojectiles. Let's see if it goes.
See another
and then,
2.
Oh, mate, if I get him. Nah. And then it's 6, 7, 8. Any warp points for Daddy? I get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 warp points to play with. I'm not entirely sure what I'll do with them, but I have them regardless. And 1 CP as we move into my turn 3. Yay!
For the Dark Gods!
Okay, so here we are after all my movement is done, and I've just coalesced everything into the center of the board. The Demonettes have pushed up, as has the Seeker Chariot. And over here, this other group of Demonettes that was resurrected from the previous round is moving forward to try and take on this Eliminator. I want to get rid of him. So there is no shooting to be done because I'm out of range with my only ranged attack, and they're in combat anyway. So I guess now it's straight into the charge phase. We're going to do a charge with the Seeker Chariot into this and the Libby, because then I get to roll the 4 dice for each one. So hopefully I'll be able to do that.
Ouchie.
So does they make it in? They do indeed. So it's 4 dice per person. So we'll do the Libby first. And on 5 up, it's mortal wound time, baby.
Let's see those 2.
There's 2 mortal wounds there. So he has been eliminated by the Seeker Chariot. And then into the...
That was an ignoble.
I know, it was so rubbish, wasn't it? And they also take 2 mortal wounds on the charge in.
Okay, so he is down to 1.
Nicely done, my friends. And then the Demonettes are going to try and charge around the corner into the side of them as well. They get in there with a 7.
That's lovely.
And then finally over here, what is the charge that I need to get to this guy here? I have no idea.
So
It's not just base, is it? Because it's
No.
over the...
So we're going to say it's going to be about like nearly 40 here.
Yep.
And then it's like 5 up.
Let's go, man. If I can get it, can I get 1 on the ledge? Would I be? No, but then I'd have to get into that. I'm just going to roll and we'll find out if I get
I
it.
think if you get like a 10, you're all good.
There's a double 1,
That's
so
a
it is
double 1.
definitely not happening there. And I'm just going to leave that be where it is. So that's fine, because I can always move up next round. At the beginning of this... Oh, yeah, I'm going to move the models, and I'll be right back. Okay, so combat time. Now that we've moved all the stuff in, I'm paying 1 CP for the reroll all hits for the Demonettes, and we're going in with them against the Blade Guard vet. And because of my baby hands, and because it's 45 attacks, that looks a little bit something like. So, out of all of the attacks, we managed to get 18 wounds, saves of -2, so this will be only 4 ups, my friends.
Yes,
For the Emperor,
fine.
they did very well, to be
very
fair.
well, but not well enough.
Unfortunately, the Blade Guard vets are out of the
Get off
equation,
it.
my friends. But now we go over to here, where the Defender fights first.
Yes.
And because the Fiends are the only ones tackling them, it is the Intercessors versus the Fiends. So
Oh, yes.
let's roll some dice. So the Sephoric Musk is kicking in, so it's hitting on 4s. Ooh, that's not bad.
Pretty
Yeah,
hits.
not bad. And then it'd be wounding on 4s as well.
Yes.
Ooh, nice. 2 5-ups to make. Does not make a single 1, so there's 2 damage. And that is down to 2. And then the Fiends will fight back against them. It is this many attacks for the Blissbringer and the regular one.
So much bliss.
Drop 1 there. So that is...
That's a lot of bliss.
That is pretty blissy, man. I'm blissed out.
Oh, Blissey was a creepy Pokemon.
Yeah. It's like, stop it. Please, stop. You're hurting my brain. Wounding on 3s. We get 4 wounds through at -2 down to -1.
Hey.
Whoops.
Dead.
Yep, that's 2 damage a pop. So the Intercessors are also the deaded. and that allows me to move onto that lovely, sweet objective. Thank you. And he's dragging him by his tail. I love it. They're good friends there. So, you know what? To make a charge easy for you, when they finish theirs, they're going to consolidate
Are you
over
giving
here.
me a pity charge?
No, I want you to use your flames of justice against them, because that is the end of my turn. And at the beginning of it, I scored another. I scored only 10 that last round, so yeah. So that is the end of that. No morale to take. So we move now into Beanie's turn 3, where his fists become superpowered.
They are too strong!
Okay, so the beginning of Beanie's turn, of course, it's the indiscriminate goo-jectile. So roll those dice. There is no indiscriminate goo coming my way. But he has moved the aggressors forward to take on the demonettes. So shooting phase begins, maybe with the guys looking the wrong way over there.
Yeah. I've decided that he's so nonplussed by this whole thing.
Who do you want to shoot
He's
at?
going to shoot the Enraptures.
Can't kill her, but it's just a nice little
Yeah.
warning shot. So hitting on 2s. He hits. Wounding on 3s.
Is it toughness 5?
Toughness 4.
So 2s.
Oh, is it? Is it now? Okay, so 4 up save. She doesn't make it, so
Three
she is
damage.
down to 1 wound, but is still alive right now. Wounds. What about the Flamios from these guys here?
Alright, Aang.
I know, I just keep saying it until you recognise it. Okay, so
I recognise it immediately.
so it's 66 auto hits, and I'm assuming this is going into the demonettes, right?
Yeah.
Ouch, that is a lot of auto hits. There's a lot of wounds about to be rolled for.
Yeah, so
Here we
3s.
go.
It's pretty good.
Okay, that is very good. How many saves are that going to be, Beanie?
A lot. Do you just want to roll these?
Yeah, why not? Okay, so 4s to save my demonettes. Let's go, baby. Get into my stupid baby hands. Oh, my baby hands. Okay, here we go. 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 die from the flames of justice spewed forth by the aggressors, which makes the squad look a little bit like they look like this. And now it is time for the big charge. Here we go. The aggressors going in strong. Here we go. They're in there with a 9.
I should have said I was.
It's fine. You're going for both of them as well, I
Because
assume.
I'm going for glory.
Yep, it's hell for leather, so the aggressors are pushing forward. It's their choice now, who they want to pummel first. Is it going to be the demonettes, or is it going to be the Seeker Chariot?
So,
The grey Chariot of Justice.
shuffle.
Yeah.
He's also going to shuffle in here now,
Yes,
so they should somewhat be in. It's fine.
It works, it's all good.
He is going to try and kill all of the demonettes on his own.
Fair one, man.
Because he is a fool.
Cool,
And then
okay.
the others into him. So
Sure.
there's going to be 4 attacks for that one guy.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on those 4.
Okay.
Gets 2 big hits. Oh, actually, it won't count for this guy.
But the next one?
But for the next guys, I wanted to pay for Gene Wrought Might.
It's fine. You can auto wound with that one, man. It's fine. You would have called it. Yeah, absolutely fine. So a Gene Wrought Might's gone on, and that one auto wounds. This is for the. Was it the Chariot? This one. This for.
No, this is for them.
Demonettes. Cool. Right. Okay. So 1 auto wound, 1 to roll for. 2s. There it is. So 2 5-ups to make. I made them both. Oh, love it, mate. Good old Slaanesh. And then it's into this Seeker Chariot. So this is going to be hitting on 4s again.
Yes, is that right? 5. Yep.
Yep. Here we go. Ooh, that was pretty spicy.
So
And then 1 auto wound.
1 auto wound.
Now, are you ready for seeing how tough this exalted, heavy support slot is? How? Go guess the toughness.
Is it 5?
It is 5. It is made of paper and dreams.
3.
And yet. So 2 saves of 5-ups. Oh, did not make a single one.
So
How much
these
damage?
will be 3 each.
Oh, so 6 damage in total. Bring it down to 6 wounds remaining.
Wow, he's got 12.
It does. I guess that's why it's in the heavy slots, is because it's the most wounds outside of any chariot in this.
And
Yes.
you can fight back if you wish, but at this point, I would like to concede, as I have been battered.
The thing is that the Slaaneshi player in me sees the anguish but wants to draw it out. But understandably, I am going to pass because you are my friend. This has been a lovely battle indeed. And to be honest, I am in love. I am enraptured by the new Chaos Codex because they are incredibly good compared to what it is. I'm only running a single faction, and the Codex encourages you to run soup. Like, it encourages you to have a smattering of everything because there's no limitations to it.
Oh,
and it
that's
only says that if you bring a greater demon, it has to be your warlord, and therefore you can't bring multiple ones in, which is really nice.
And fair.
Yeah, which is so super fair. So that means you can bring in stuff like this. It means that they don't clash with some of their warp point rules either. You can use all of their stratagems on each individual one. I love what they're doing with this.
Just looking at demonettes.
Yeah,
10-inch
oh man, yeah.
They're durable in the fact that they actually have a range save now. They
Yep.
get 4 attacks each.
Yep.
You were dropping 45 attacks, and that's just enough to get through anything.
And the thing is that I was going up against Space Marines. If you imagine this against a lesser armoured foe without Armour of Contempt, the -2 is crazy good. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I love the glass cannon approach to this. And the best part is that it feels like a simple codex to wrap your head around. It's just stat lines and what's in it. Each faction or Chaos God only gets 1 page of stratagems, and the rest of those war point ones, and they're super simple as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Love it, man. And the Exalted Greater Demons, they seem simple. I love it. It's a very fun army, and expect to see them cropping up time and time again here on the Live and Let's Dice channel. Hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to catch us on the social medias, as we said before, you can follow Beanie at
Beanie 40K
over on Instagram, and you can follow me over on Instagram, RetroJ, but the O is a 0. Hope to see you over there. And also check the link for the Discords and some affiliate merch discount links as well if you want to save a bit of Skrilla when you're buying your next weird pokey device of death.
It's so sharp.
Look at the wibbly. Look at the wibbly. Look at the wibbly.
Yes,
Anyway, right, that's enough wibbly. That's going to get us demonetized, that is, for that saucy content. But until next time, take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Bye.